Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our tabletop RPG series of Men and Monster, which is Dark Heresy 2nd edition, as our party is in a shitty position, but I will let our GM take it from there.
Oh yes, you're all in a hangar with apparently something opening the hangar doors and a system not currently having enough power that there's a void shield. All the Xenos that were in the hangar with you have all just ran. And it's up to you what you were going to do next. Also, as a side note, as you all look around in the cockpit, you see Ulfthane suddenly just hit the deck.
Of course he would.
Okay, so as Magnus was still in the cockpit when the grenade went off, he sees all the beta form Eldar retreat. Turns around, I believe we got told that we could see the glowing metal, we could hear the grinding. Originally Magnus said for everyone to get to the other ship. He's changed his orders. Everyone into the crew compartment. Sister, Brother Felicia, help me weld the cockpit door shut. We'll stay, at least we'll stay void tight. And what the fuck happened to the old man? Magnus starts dragging the old man. Hang on. What happens to his vortex of doom?
Yep, everybody's asking the same thing.
Already cancelled it.
Yeah, I think Jace just let him cancel it kind of as a, well, you're not stressed anymore.
It's almost as if he predicted this would happen.
But yeah, so when we get to the door, is it a case of the controls just have no power?
Controls have no power.
Okay, I'm going to power up the controls.
Please roll.
I'll have to fake that. Nope.
Controls you do not manage to repower the controls. You manage to get some power in, but not enough to open the door. Apparently it gets rerouted to somewhere else.
Can Magnus use brute strength to close the doors?
How would you like to totally close it? Because this is a bulkhead type door.
So Magnus would step through the door. Is it a sliding door, so it pulls out? So Magnus will stand in between the door frame. He's going to grab it with his mechanical hand, dig his fingers in as much as he can, and then he's just going to yank and pull backwards until the door starts to slide out.
Okay, roll me a strength test.
Do I get any bonuses for gripping my metal hand in and using it to yank out?
No, actually you're still rolling at a -10.
I was going to say, with your best, isn't your arm like best quality?
Yes, it is.
Because if you're just using the arm, it's a +10.
Good point. There is a +10 from using my arm.
Then you're rolling flat.
I will fate that.
You just manage to get the door to a position where it is almost fully closed, before you realize, wait, if I can't pull it any more close because then my hand would be stuck and it would still not be void tight.
Yep, no, that's fine. Magnus will slip in through, because I'm guessing how he pulled it as far as he could before his chest is in the way or it starts to stop. He slides in and then I request Brother Felicia's aid to shunt it the rest of the way. And then see if it's then possible to be welded shut.
Okay. Felicia, roll me intelligence.
Okay. May as well fake that because this is important.
Currently, the only way you could possibly imagine closing the door void tight and be able to weld it shut would be if you managed to quickly attach some sort of handle to it.
Ah.
Could she not do that with her manipulator mechadendrite?
If she can't just
I haven't got a
simply shove
manipulator.
something. Can't just simply shove something to the door
I
frame.
thought you said you had
and pull it
3
down.
an optical.
Yeah, I got
a utility. Wouldn't that have? Like, couldn't you just weld a piece of metal to the door?
that I could do.
To then work as a
But when you
handle?
said manipulator, I went to the giant, big loading claws, which are the manipulators. But yeah, could I? Or could I try and tech use a rerouting instead of powering it up manually with my own internal system?
You could try that as well.
I'll try that.
Considering the door is already more than halfway, you manage to reroute just enough power that the door closes shut.
And then I'll... Because I'm assuming that... I know there's air moving through it still, and the seal's not working, so if that's the case, I'll also weld it shut.
It appears the system has fully sealed it off at the moment.
For the moment, the seal's holding.
Magnus puts his hand to his microbead, or activates it however he does, to the Legionnaire in the other shuttle. Legionnaire, can you use your Vox system to tell what is coming through the hull of the space station? Or can you use your auger rays? Our shuttle has been disabled, but we're in the passenger bay in a void tight compartment.
I'm guessing every frequency is currently emitting that signal.
Brother Felicia, it looks like we're being communications are being hampered. Is there any way that you can speak to the machine spirits and get them to aid us?
I can try, but the things I have to cut through communication are minimal. We've got methods for more power, but the ship systems won't be able to do it anymore.
See if you can get in contact with the Legionnaire in the other shuttle. Get him to perform auger scans or just keep in contact with us to let us know what exactly is going on out there.
Don't we have like a gun turret? And that's got windows.
Yeah. You can't look entirely down there though, but you can look out through the gun turret, yes.
Magnus, it won't give a perfect view, but the gun turret should give something while we wait. I'll try.
I look up at the gun turret. Is there broken glass up there?
No.
Okay. My heart has calmed a bit. Very well, Brother Felicia. Try and see what you can, or if you can, use your auger array to find out if there are any friendly signals outside the space station. I'd be much obliged.
What do I need to roll to try and cut through the interference if I can? Tech use?
Tech use at a -40.
-30, because I've got a combi tool handy.
Okay.
Nope.
No, the interference persists. Does anybody look through the gun turret?
I mean, gun turret is usually Latilla's place.
Latilla's been cutting a guy up, though, for the last few hours.
Technically, I'm no longer cutting the guy up because we're in active combat situation. This is an emergency, so I'm.
Yeah, but the point was that you weren't in the turret.
I wasn't in the turret because the turret had no. I don't know what you call
Technically,
it.
since the
Position on there.
Oh dear.
I was in the hangar bay, if I remember correctly.
No, you're inside the ship. If you're in the hangar bay, you would have many problems, and you should have spoken
No.
up.
Sorry.
You're in the shuttle. with
You
us.
can
Not
hear materials ricocheting off the side of your own lander.
Magnus jumps in the turret to have a look.
Tilla was in the hangar from not the hangar bay, the
You were in the passenger
Right.
compartment.
no, where you lowered the ramp to leave the ship. I was there with my gun trained, so that
We haven't lowered that.
Latilla,
I know.
you-
I was just taking position there.
you wouldn't be there because Magnus has. If you did that, and the cargo bay decompressed, you'd kill Magnus, you'd kill Brother Felicia, and the old man who don't have sealed.
No. I
You're
was there
ins-
because
You're inside
you-
the
That's
ship.
what the body
I
is.
thought you were going. I thought you were going to leave the ship and go to fight the Dark Elder dude. So I was there just preparing.
She was standing there to basically either prepare to go out or
She was-
stop you, one of the two, and
Yeah,
but
she
she
was
wasn't
there with
opening
me.
it.
Yeah, I'm not opening it. I'm just basically protecting the place.
Okay. Again, you can hear materials ricocheting off the side of your own lander, and whoever's looking up at the glass of the gun, you can see things flying past.
What sort of things?
Metal fragments.
Metal boxes.
Magnus jumps down out of the gun turret, shielding his face in case anything strikes the turret. Whatever the hell it was, it's breached.
Yeah, that's a good thing that you did, because suddenly just a large red metal plate just flies straight through the gun turret and basically, quote unquote, decapitates it from your ship. You do notice, however, that not suddenly all the air is being sucked out, so that probably means the hangar is somehow still airtight.
Well, that was a bit close for comfort, don't you think?
The interference is too strong.
Would I know that that's possibly a boarding torpedo because it's sealed off? It hasn't led us into the vacuum of space.
Make me an intelligence test.
Could I use Archaeotech for it?
Sure, they're relatively ancient devices. You can roll Archaeotech.
I have no
You think it might be some sort of weapon that is more. You think of a weapon that is akin to a torpedo, but that doesn't explode. So basically, just a giant slug. It managed to get through, but its ends basically sealed off the thing again.
Are they firing solid projectiles at us? By the throne. That's archaic. Not really knowing what
Or
to...
not, they're shooting at us. Not supposed to happen.
Through the sound outside, you can suddenly hear gunfire.
Joy. Magnus hits his microbead and skims through the channels. Can he hear anything except from static?
What type
You
of gun does
only
it
hear
sound like?
static. You only hear static.
Is it accompanied by the loud boom of bolt explosions? The
There are
cracks of
no
glass
sounds.
fire?
There are no sounds of bolters. There's no cracks of last fire. There is, however, something that sounds sort of like an energy weapon, and you can also hear the sound of the fire, like of the weaponry that the Xenos used inside the station.
I'm gonna climb just enough up the gun turret that I can peek out with my mechadendrite.
Okay.
Or what's left of the turret.
What you see is a trio of botanic-looking constructs with glowing green weapons firing at the Xenos, and the Xenos rapidly retreating to the doorways they recently came back through. And their weapons appear to fire almost emerald-like beams of energy that appear to just go straight through whatever armor the Xenos have.
Magnus, there appears to be some form of Xenos-based servitor out there. They're using extremely advanced energy weaponry.
Okay. First things first. Pray to the God Emperor.
Why not have the robot take a look and tell us what it is?
I'm gonna give quick description in binary to the robot and ask for a definition of what it is.
The machine's eye starts glowing slightly. Database accessed. Visual description processed. Most likely, Xenos threat. Necron.
So Magnus can't see out of the ship at the moment, but I am looking at the map and I'm noticing something very, very important that someone should really inform Magnus about.
There's three of them.
No, there's only
Yeah,
one.
I'll retreat.
There's only one. There was more.
No, there's 3 of them.
So
No, he's talking about the Landers.
Oh, that is.
That wasn't mentioned. Because I had assumed I could see the lander, and the fact that if the lander
No.
might be missing.
The Lander is what the Lander was. There is now just these 3 metallic constructs walking over what appears to be just an entirely just scrap pile of melted slag.
Magnus, the other lander's gone.
come again.
The other lander's been destroyed. The only method of us reaching that ship, Vox, now relies on the sisters.
Ah, Fuck my life.
Okay. So, we're going to use this as a diversion, hopefully. Brother Felicia, were there any other ways out of this hangar? Are there any Mechanicus paths, or... Because we're going to have to bug out from this place immediately.
I'm gonna have to expose myself to view them. I've not got the blueprints to memory. Do you wish me to have a quick look?
As in... what? Poke your mechadendrite out and...
I'm gonna have to be further up the turret to get more than the view I've had. I can use the mechadendrite, but even what I've had was minimal danger. Looking for paths will put me right at the top of the turret. Or what's left of it.
Well, goody. Yes, if that's the only way we can get any information on any other exit points, then yes, you'll have to.
I climb up and look.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother adding the auger array because I know pathways won't be anywhere nearby close enough for it to work. Because it's only like 30 meters. Actually, no, it's 50 meters, but yeah.
This is just for the... I'm not going to roll for each individual character, but I'm going to roll for essentially the groups as a whole.
And I'll stealth. Shit.
You notice one of the Xenos in the black armor notice you, like as they turn their head towards you slightly, and they don't point their gun at you. They just keep firing at the metal constructs.
Just a quick sigh of relief. I'm not getting shot at and testing my field integrity again. And now let's look for a way out of here. I'm fating. Actually, I don't have to fate because I get to free reroll anyway. And again.
And again.
And again.
You quickly notice that whatever method these metallic constructs came through, it has been seared shut behind them. It is quickly visible that the way that they came through was just a giant energy blast blasted through the hangar doors and obliterated the ship next to you, and that was immediately sealed off so as to prevent possibly these constructs from floating back into space.
And a way out?
The only other way out of the hangar room at the moment is the door that the Xenos are currently standing before attempting to stop the metallic constructs.
Ah, shit.
So there?
I guess I climb back down the turret and say to Magnus, the only way out is through the Xenos, the ones that are fleeing, not the metallic ones.
Okay, let me take stock of things. So Magnus looks at his cuts and bruises, and I'm sure there's actually a couple of big burns across parts of his neck and his face.
We're not in any immediate danger of the hangar decompressing, but at the same time, we may have to fight the metallic ones at the very least.
Magnus looks around at the party. So Latilla is...
She's wearing her full armor, but you can see through the visor of her helmet that her face is still a little bit swollen and busted.
Also, your helmet's probably got the emergency sealant on it.
Yeah,
Quality of the Mechanicus.
it has been welded shut with whatever you guys use. I don't know.
Okay. We've got a few options here. We stay and defend this point after the Xenos are done killing themselves. Option 2. we try to fight our way out of this. We move and shoot.
You know, in a
Option
fight between
3 is we bug out. We leave them to their fight and we just run through them. Remember, and Magnus looks down at the old man who he's put in a chair, we gotta take him as well.
Does anyone have any more doubts that this was a trap?
in a fight between two people, the third is always the winner. So maybe we just let them kill each other and deal with what's left.
He's too heavy to carry in his current state.
Yes, but I'm concerned that at the moment the enemy have more numbers. Or in other cases, appear to be, Magnus looks at Brother Felicia, Xenos servitors of some kind. Heaven throne forbid they're Castellans. If that's the case, then we want to stay put.
Castellans?
Synthesis called them Necrons.
I'm gonna roll
I
your
heard
nose
that
on this.
some Imperial Guard were deployed against Necrons, but I don't know anything specific.
Also, I'll like climb up just enough that I can peek out with the mechadendrite, which still puts me about 3 meters away from the action at best. So if anything does try to shoot me, it's literally just shooting through what plating's left of the turret.
Okay, as you peer out, you see that there is, at most, the helmets of some of the Xenos defending the doorway left. The rest appears to have fled, and the 3 metallic constructs are marching towards the door. Attila, thinking Necrons, you've heard mention of the term. You have no idea what their weaknesses or anything are, or what kind of weaponry they use, just that they are apparently a thing.
Okay, then I'm not even gonna mention it because there's nothing new to add.
The Dark Eldar are fleeing, and the Necrons moving towards the door. They don't appear to be occupied with us.
Maybe Little get up from her position. Puts her one hand to her head as she's getting up. Maybe we could just wait for the Necrons to make their way through the Dark Elder. We sneak behind the Necrons and find her and sneak through this place until we can find the bridge.
Magnus nods.
Oh.
This is a good thought path, and then he looks at everyone in power armor. Sneaking's probably not our strongest suit, but it's a good plan.
I mean, most of us are in power armor.
I should be able to move quietly ahead of us and scout out ahead. I have this, after all. I'm carrying the subskin.
Brother Felicia, if we were to head to a Mechanicus-held part of the ship, would you be able to take over their servitors?
Provided there are servitors that still work.
Well, surely a place, a space station, a shipyard of this size, it's gonna have thousands of servitors just in storage. That'd at least give us some extra numbers to work with. But I do think we need to head to the bridge.
Is anybody still? Are you still looking through the?
Yeah, I'm periodically getting the mechadendrite out, getting a view of the area, getting it back in.
You notice that 2 of the Necrons have left, but that one is still standing guard, looking into the hangar.
Well, hiding away from the turret, kind of worried that she's been spotted. One of them standing guard at that. Wait, it's guarding the door. At the very least, we'll be fighting one of them to leave.
One's better than however many there were.
Okay, so We need to dispose of that Xenos that's guarding the door. We need to then get a pallet, a shipping pallet, hopefully there'll be one in the cargo hangar. We'll get the old man on it. We head to the bridge. When we're heading to the bridge, we keep an eye out for any Mechanicus bays and see if we can commandeer any servitors to aid in our defense. For those of you, anyone who wasn't wounded in the last battle or who hasn't received medical treatment, get ready, because we're charging in first.
I can take a shot from here.
Sister Latilla, well then, stay at the back and prepare to take a shot. I don't want this thing shooting Latilla or... Who else was wounded? Oh, it was the old man.
I think you were wounded too, weren't you?
I was wounded, but I got healed.
Yeah, I think Felicia was the only one who didn't take any damage whatsoever.
See, Magnus has taken damage, but I don't want him getting healed yet, in case...
Yeah, it's like you can spend a fate point to heal it back off without first aid.
I'm gonna say, I mean, I can always... If the Necron does not notice me, I could always pop my head out and just shoot it with my new toy.
It'll notice you, and if it does and it starts recording, telling its compatriots that they need to head back, I'd rather as many of us as possible can get into kill distance as quickly as possible. With the old man down, we don't have him to nuke the enemy. So, Brother Felicia, Latilla, get ready to take your shots. Sister Sarah, you're with me. We'll be leading the distraction.
Very well.
What about me?
Cynthia, keep Mama safe.
Keep the loot safe, grab the old man, and keep an eye out.
Did we really just order it to guard our loot?
It has the loot.
It is still it starts grabbing the loot again, and it just casually grabs the power armored Ulftane and puts it on his shoulder.
I think theoretically, provided it's like if me and Magnus don't have any equipment, we can carry Ulftane. Like that's how heavy he is at the moment.
Sometimes I feel like we've missed our calling.
And I guess I climb up to the turrets and ready a sniper rifle shot at the Necron.
Okay.
I'm gonna
it's gonna
aim.
roll awareness.
I don't think we're both gonna fit there, so...
If that's the case, now, like I'll like lie under the ship then. 'Cause I
Please
can
roll
actually
stealth. Please roll
Yeah.
stealth as well.
It ain't seen me.
It doesn't. It appears to be more scanning if there's anything coming out. So you kind of just slowly poke the gun over. You keep just an eye on it with your mechadendrite, and the moment it doesn't appear to be paying attention, you just immediately are in position with the gun already aimed at it.
So there's a fairly semi-bright red blob on the ship that's just missed. But yeah, so I guess I aim at it and wait.
You don't shoot?
I'm waiting for the signal. The distraction team needs to be in position as well.
Okay, in that case, it gets another awareness roll. And we're going to go into turn order.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna ask Felicia to give me the bearing of the Necron, so that when the ramp goes down, I can actually see the direction and shoot it in.
Also, even if it gives it a bonus, like, I'll have tried to climb up so that Latilla can also use the turret. If it means I'm not in the turret, and instead I'm on the wings of the craft, so be it.
If you're going to do that, then...
Just let me know where I've got to put my token relative to the turret.
I'm not gonna tell you to go out of cover, so I'm gonna be in the ramp. And as soon as the ramp opens,
no,
I just need you to tell me the bearing. If you told me where the direction he is, I can probably take aim and fire as soon as the ramp goes down.
I think I go first. That's actually almost horrifying.
Has everybody rolled yet?
Nope, that's it.
Myself still.
You need to put yourself on the map.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing that right now. Okay.
Okay.
I love how
don't scream at me.
I'm
I
not
love how
screaming.
my rolls are just peachy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is why I love having the initiative score of power that I do. In all fairness, Henry, you should get it because you can use your intelligence, and you're like me with like, except I think you've got more intelligence than I do.
What talent was that? Sorry.
It's constant vigilance.
Hmm.
You roll 2d10, keep highest one, and then you can add your or either intelligence bonus or perception bonus, depending on which one you bought it for.
I may get that.
Okay. Felicia, what's your action?
Can I? Well, I lose my aim if I just like hold an action to shoot the Necron the moment that those guys start attacking.
Because you already aimed, sort of as in the surprise round, is you keep the aim.
Yeah, and it'll hopefully be a full aim.
It's a full aim.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna hold that action.
Okay, it is gonna do another scan. Sarah.
How will we leave the ship? Do we have to go that way and that way?
Do notice the ramp is not lowered yet.
Alright, so I'm gonna lower the ramp.
You press the
Which
button
is-
to lower the ramp.
Yeah,
Just one question. Which direction does the ramp lower? Does it lower that way or this way?
I think it goes downwards.
It lowers
Or
downwards, so
downward?
you'll be leaving at the back of the ship.
So,
Okay.
oh, so that way.
I'll be
Yeah.
behind Magnus
For
then.
whatever reason, I thought I quit that way, but whatever. No time to lore check. And how much action do I have left? Or do I have to
It's
wait
just
for the ramp to lower?
it's just a free action to press the button, but the ramp takes a turn to lower.
Okay, then I'm just gonna wait.
Synthesis just stands there. Magnus.
Magnus will. Is it a free action or half action to turn on his refractor field, conversion field?
Free action, I
Free
think
action.
that was.
Turns on his field, looks at Sister Sarah. Well, here we go, and he is going to take a run action.
Door's still closed.
I thought the ramp was.
One turn.
It's lowering.
It's gonna
buttons-
be.
It's going to be
next
open at
turn.
Sister Sarah's next turn.
Ah, okay. I didn't hit that. Then Magnus turns his field on, puts a low stick in his mouth, lights it, and says his line and waits.
Attila.
Tracks her back and waits. Because there's nothing she can do.
I mean, Felicia would have actually climbed to the point where you can get up in the turret.
I mean, have you climbed out of the turret then?
If I've had to climb out of the turret, then I'll have climbed out the turret when I did my stealth test.
Okay, then I'm gonna
I was-
move towards it.
That's
I'm
why I
gonna
was
move
asking.
towards it. Yeah, but I didn't want you to be out of cover, so that's why I didn't think you were going to do that. So I'm gonna move to the turret and see if I can get a name at the Necron. But
Okay, so Felicia's currently outside of the turret.
Yeah, I'd have climbed out if needs be.
That means you would have climbed into the ruined cockpit,
That's fine.
and you're basically hiding behind the control panel there. The Necron has most definitively heard the fact that the ramp is lowering.
from my position, can I now see the Necron?
Yeah, you can.
Then I'll take aim.
I got bad news for you. You're gonna need to roll stealth.
Yeah, I know. Which is not something I'm great at.
What's your armor from your armor?
I don't take penalties from that because my armor is the sister's armor.
That's not what to do with it. It's the amount of armor it gives.
5?
Okay, it doesn't give 7 because it's 7 or more gives the minus 30 penalty.
Wait, let me check if it's actually 5.
Anyway, on Necron's turn.
Actually, it's 7. Never mind. I haven't rolled
Stealth
my
30.
stealth yet. Do I have to?
Yes, actually, please do.
Yeah, because I might fail massively. What is the negative, Dylan?
A minus 30.
30. Then I'm not gonna roll stealth. I'm not even gonna pop my head out because it's impossible for me to do that.
Okay, so you're basically just down on the ladder waiting for the moment the fighting starts so you can peek out.
Yeah, as soon as the fighting starts, I'm gonna put my head out, aim, and fire.
Okay, the Necron warrior starts moving forward. Sarah, the ramp. It's the hangar floor.
I don't remember. Was my field broken?
It overloaded,
Okay.
and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. So, do we have to move on that orc, or can we just move under the wings of the lander?
If you want to move under the wings of the lander, that's fine, but you'll have to be crouched when doing so.
In which case, I'm gonna take a run. That's 3, 9 to there.
Does my action shoot the Necron trigger now?
Yeah, if you wanted to trigger already, you can do so.
That's here. 3,
What's your run, Jazina?
18.
18? Then I think you're 2 more squares forwards then.
No, because that's 9, and that is 18.
I'm gonna fake that.
You have 3 fate points and you're already spending all of it?
Yeah. It's my first shot though. And unfortunately I don't think I got the bonus of it being unaware. Which I still think is only like a plus 20.
Well, roll again.
I hit it at least.
Okay, that is where?
That's a
No,
leg
you're
shot.
saying that's a leg. I think left leg.
Left leg. Please roll damage.
Unfortunately I don't hit hard enough to do any of the other stuff.
Okay.
Because if I'd had the unaware, it'd be 1d10. But I didn't have an aware. Because if it's unaware of me, it's plus 30 to my roll.
You see the bullet king just almost ping off, but at least it appears as if it slightly took notice, as in it probably now knows that there is something there, but doesn't seem too particularly bothered by it.
Actually, did I get the unaware bonus? Like the bonus for being unaware of me being there.
It was technically unaware of you.
Then I got plus 3 degrees success to that roll. Which, I think I got 2, so that brings me up to 5. I actually get my 2d10. Because you get your 1d10 at 2 degrees after the first, so 3 and 5.
Because you did a full aim, I'll allow it. Okay, in that case, the bullet lodges into the leg, leaving a bit of a dent, and it has most definitively taken notice of you.
Fun.
So this is going to do as you command and stay with the loot. Magnus.
Is it okay if I drew my sword and shield last turn? Because I can't remember
Sure.
ever saying that.
I was gonna assume that you had everything ready.
Yeah,
I
we
just wanted to
kinda
double
check.
Because,
So Magnus takes a run action, gets 18 meters, which is to there.
Latilla?
Like I said, I click a button on my plasma gun. I'm gonna pop my head out, half aim, and semi-auto.
I'm not going to count because you're popping out and shooting that you can't do the half aim.
Okay.
Are you doing firing on overload semi-auto or something?
Yep. So I don't know if he dodges. So I'm just gonna wait. But that's 2 hits. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna mess with the. No. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of those are penmate
Wait, what?
Overload.
Oh.
maximum.
Yeah, maximal. Okay.
Because it's
In that
2d10 penmate and maximum.
Wait, why did you roll 4
so
times?
Because I didn't add the 2d10. I just clicked, damage twice. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
actually, this is the damage should be a little bit lower. It should be 13 penate and 18 penate.
13 penate and 18 penate. Okay, so let's quickly write that down before I get confused.
Let me just confirm. Yeah, that was a 2 plus 9. God, I rolled. But my rolls were
Next
atrocious.
Yeah, okay, next time just roll appropriately as opposed to this,
Yeah,
because this
sorry,
confused the
sorry.
hell out of me.
No, that-
13 pen 8. That's 5 damage. That's 10 damage. You see that the machine is taking massive damage all of a sudden, as the plasma seems to burn. Just the blast seems to hit him at critical positions, and you can see the machine starting to malfunction.
Oh, you guys better kill this shit.
Felicia?
Well, half aim and shoot.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm measuring out the range, because I'm using a bloody sniper rifle. That's full damage, I think.
Okay.
So, roll my first damage, then my 2d10.
So let's quickly see.
It really likes the number 8.
Yeah. As you shoot it, the lights in its eyes appear to go down, and it falls to the ground.
Well, I guess that's the end of it. Just, I don't know, slice its head off just in case.
That's exactly what I was about to do.
Is the combat over?
We don't
For
know.
now, the machine appears to be inactive.
I would very much like to go over there, chop its head off, and claim
Give me a
its
second.
weapon claim its weapon and its head.
We still in combat time?
We're still in structure time. I need to quickly also properly apply that damage you just did, because I know it disabled it, but that's 1 point of damage. Snipe. Okay.
Synthesis, get your ass out here. Team, get out of the ship. We need to bug out.
Sarah?
Should we make sure it's dead?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna. Can I charge him and hit the body? Just slice it a bit.
You're in charge range.
I'm taking you out of structure time, so we're back in narrative time.
But can I do that?
Yeah, we're in narrative time.
You can.
I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna sever its limbs, or try. Because what better way to make sure it doesn't stand up if it doesn't have any legs?
Everyone, get the
Okay.
guard emperor in your boots and let's get moving.
I climb up the shuttle and follow.
Magnus takes off its head, grabs its weapon. Synthesis, come here, more loot.
Yes, my lord.
Magnus
I'm gonna
hands Synthesis the weird alien gun and the head.
Mm.
I'm gonna stay near Synthesis because he's technically mobile armor, so if people start shooting me, I'm gonna hide behind him.
You're one of the most heavily armored people in the party.
I'm
Identif-
also in negatives.
Identifying.
I thought I put you in positives again.
Now.
No, you had a really bad
Identifying
roll when you were
weapon.
healing Littler.
Yeah, I thought I got to like 1 health. Not. Oh.
Yeah.
Identifying weapon. Weapon identified. Weapon appears to be part of a Mechanicus recovered Xenos weapon cache D21698, discovered in M39.
Interestingly, bag it, tag it.
The weapon
Step
has
one.
been identified by Mechanicus standards by the name Ablative Projector. Characteristics of this weapon can reduce flesh, armor, and anything else it touches to atoms within seconds.
That's highly amusing, Synthesis, but at the moment we need to bug out. Save your detailed description for a time when we can examine the device.
I'm just gonna pat Synthesis on the back and say, thanks, Synthi, but just bag it and tag it for now.
Okay, he puts it with the rest of the weapons and starts marching.
So, as long as nothing stops us, Magnus will go into the hallway outside of the dock.
And then there
And have
was
a look.
darkness. It was spoopy.
And just see if left, right, do I see more green glowing weapons in the darkness?
Not yet. However, in the very distant darkness, you can still hear weapons fire.
Also, I'm gonna try and get like a similar. If there's even like a slightest bit of energy signature still active in it, I'm gonna memorize the energy signature so I can find similar ones later with my auger array.
We head in the opposite direction. If Magnus can hear weapons fire coming from like the right, then we're heading left, and we're gonna try and head first job, the bridge. Secondary mission, if we see any Mechanicus bays on the way there, we see if we can get any servitors to help us out. But yeah, I would like to try and avoid combat for a moment.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Also, I got a character that, like, our primary method of how we got Dangerous Xenos is get Felicia to rewire all of the servitors. All of them. Because her codes aren't going to work on them. Like, her codes would work on her planet to a certain degree. And even Inquisitorial codes only go so far.
Okay. You start making your way through the tunnels again.
Keeping an eye out for traps and ambushes. Both types. Also, strange energy signatures, like Necrons that aren't in combat. What do I need to roll? All of my awareness and tech use.
Sure.
Okay then. It's free reroll that anyway. Well, if there's an Necron hiding, I definitely found it. Or at least I found its energy signature.
You do not truly spot any Necrons. What you do spot is one of those one of the Xenos just sitting there with his arm blown off in the corner, and he just looks up at you and just like waves his hand, and it's like he goes back to Grice stump at his arm.
Like all that is doing that?
Yeah. And this is one of the full black armor.
Only Felicia sees this?
Yeah. I'm the only one looking.
It's quite dark. I mean, you're in the
Oh wait,
front,
that was the tech use that you rolled a natural one on.
Yeah.
No, actually, we'll count that the awareness we'll count that combined with the awareness. The tech use is you recognize some sort of the energy pattern of the weapon, of where they've impacted, and because of that, you just managed to notice this dude sitting there, completely silent and just like.
I mean, it could have been either way because the tech use. Oh yeah, you had life signs on for half a second. Yeah, he was there. But yeah, so what do we do with it? I just kind of look at it. Magnus, what do we do with it?
Well, we don't have a shuttle to take it, so kill it quietly. Sister Latilla, I believe you have a bone to pick with these assholes.
I'm currently just thinking, I think I'm the only one with actually a quiet way of killing it.
Stamp on its face.
Indeed,
Pretty
I
quiet
do.
compared to a gunshot.
But is the Dark Elder incapacitated, Jim?
It is in its Kabalite armor.
But does it look like it's incapacitated? Like he cannot react, basically?
He waved his stump at us.
Because he still has the one arm, doesn't he?
He only has one leg and one arm.
Okay.
And it appears that his weapon is his weapon is lying next to him, but his weapon, if he is large enough, that he would require 2 weapons to properly use it.
Attila,
I'm gonna-
you are my
I'm gonna-
interrogator. You can. It's up to you.
I'm gonna approach it, kick the gun away, step on his arm, then step on his neck, and slowly crush his trachea until he, dies.
You're going on to torture now.
Dude, Latila's pissed.
Do we
Let her do what she
really
wants to
have
do.
the time for this?
Make it quicker. We don't have time to wait around.
Fine, I'll just step on his neck hard until it snaps.
It actually moves to first lie down so that you don't have to first kick it over. It's just like, yeah, please just kill me.
Yeah. that feels good. And I'll go back to the group.
Well, let's keep moving. Attila, grab his gun.
Yep. I'll grab the gun and put it in the bag that Cynthia is currently carrying.
Oh, I'm gonna have to explain my actions at one point.
You already if you actually look, Felicia's giving you weird looks now. Like, actually, they're almost betrayed. You're actually collecting Xenos equipment.
As Brother Felicia looks at me, Magnus looks at her with intent in his eyes and explain later, survive now. Move, people.
I guess we keep moving.
Please,
And remember,
let's-
keep an eye out for traps. That's what got the Legionnaires anyway.
Out character. Really ironic, because I think I'm the only one who's actually rolled to spot traps and shit.
Let's give it a punt. With my 1 in 4 chance.
What did you say? I don't even think it's that.
Actually, technically, it's a little bit higher.
I'm gonna try awareness too. I rolled from a 30.
Yeah, pain doesn't allow me to do jack shit.
You two need auto sensors.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Okay,
That's fine.
you all hear pretty clearly there is gunfire up ahead. I assume I've got your marching order correctly. Correct me if it is not the case. I'm going to start revealing parts of the map again. This is a modular map. I am so glad for that.
Yeah.
Looks
far, so
pretty
good.
much right.
I have cover from 2 directions. This and this.
Well, considering that's the march gun, I guess I got my power axe instead of my bolt pistol.
And weren't we walking in diamond formation?
We're walking whatever formation we said it is. That was just how we laid ourselves out in the hangar.
Yeah, I thought we were marching in diamond formation.
You can hear very clear gunfire, and suddenly out of the hallway to your left, you can hear shouting in an alien tongue.
Well, it sounds like they're having fun. Let's get moving. Whilst they're busy.
I guess I sneak forwards.
Okay.
Sneaky time. And wherever the corridor is, I'll first sneak up to the gravel corner.
I'll reveal part of the corridor, like the first rim of like you can see that's corridor. There's a corridor over there as well.
and then peek round with mechadendrite.
Okay.
Because I can actually do the whole right up to the corner, third-person view. Cheating, because tiny little camera.
Okay. If you look around the corner, you can see there's more of the Xenos. They appear to be firing at something, and then you see a green blast just coming out of the hallway, and it just vaporizes one of them.
It's both of them. In kind of a really kind of mumbled thing. But it's, I just like turn and hold up 2 fingers. Because I assume our comms are still down.
Comms are still jammed.
Yeah, so it's turn, hold up 2 fingers. As in, and then it's first 2 fingers and then it's repeated. Like, first a 5. So it's 2, then a 5. Because yeah, there's not really many easy ways without yelling, I assume. Actually, we're really close, so yeah, I probably could kind of almost whisper it. So, they're both Xenos types around there. The green energy weaponry is very dangerous.
So, from what Brother Felicia tells me, is the green energy weapon, are the enemy fighting that way, and the green energy bolts are coming that way? Is that right? Oh, it's coming from that way. Okay. So, Magnus is going to suggest that we fucking run for it. Over to this side.
Lutula is probably gonna mention to maybe let Alicia sneak over here first and check this position. Because if you run over here, and they, there are people in these directions, we're fucked.
True.
And technically,
but
you
at the
passed
moment,
your stuff, didn't you? So you could, in theory, try to sneak.
Also, you'll know in character I'm not fast enough to be able to sneak all the way straight over.
You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about that there's nowhere to run because Necrons had to came here somehow, and that carries implications.
we have 2 ships in space. We have 100,000 men in power armor waiting at our
10,000.
disposal. Oh, sorry, 10,000 waiting at our disposal. We need to get up to command to get to the comms to call for reinforcements.
But do we really?
We can wait in the hangar until the Xenos are then done fighting with each other, and then we can die. In our tiny little metal coffin.
Ever the optimist, eh?
Ever the optimist. We will find a weapons cache, we will set explosives, we will mine the corridor leading to command. We will fortify and do the guard thing, survive, and not die.
Yeah.
Not the guard thing I've heard of, but fine.
It was a half action to move to where I was. Did that use my entire turn to sneak there?
Because you're moving silently, yes.
Okay. Then yeah, it's at least 2 turns. Actually, 3 turns for me to cover this entire distance.
I mean, we could set up positions of Overwatch and pointing at these guys in case they see you. But they're currently taking fire from this position, so hopefully they won't look this way.
I'm hoping that they're going to be like, well, they're not firing at us, whereas the people in front of us are firing. Let's deal with the ones who are firing first. That's what I'm hoping for. I won't lie, one of us might get shot in the arse. It will not be noble. It will not be honourable. But we are performing a fighting retreat at the moment.
Magnus, you all move up. I'll be behind you.
Roll initiative.
Yes, please do. This is mostly just for the narrative structure.
I've rolled well. This is shocking.
Well, you rolled well. I rolled. Oh no, the roll 20's been weird on my end. I just lost connection to the server.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh boy. Well, it's just okay.
Apparently everything's still up.
I can only see the Sliff and myself on the initiative tracker.
Yeah, same. I'm refreshing, but the
Please
loading
all
hit
refresh.
is now at 0 and it does not load.
I've just refreshed the page.
Everything was going so well on my end, and now I've refreshed to see if it will.
Yep. Loading 12, so I think I'm getting in.
I mean 6.
I am on the loading screen, so
0.
I'll re-roll their
And
stuff then.
there was blackness and roll 20 shat itself.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are getting in for now.
I'm back in, so
Oh,
I'll
that was a
refresh again.
fine session.
It's going great.
Yeah, see you all next week. No, I'm
it'll
kidding.
be fine. Just a bit of technical difficulties to add a bit of spice to the.
So someone clearly
Oh,
forgot to
server not
align the
available.
machine spirit.
No, refresh again because I've just got back in. Determining scale size, yes.
Establishing uplink.
No, the stream screen finally went down. I mean, the stream's still up, but
I'm gonna go the slightly longer way just in case it's like, yeah, I don't know which one you're trying to join. So while I try and join, should we go into the unrelated chat to distract ourselves before the combat?
oh no, we're having massive technical difficulties. I do apologise, everyone. It appears as if I'm still here, but Discord itself has gone down, which is odd, very very odd. So we will go back to the Soon Raccoon, whilst we hope that that this is sorted out. So apologies for that, but don't worry, you get the Soon Raccoon. Okay, everyone. Apparently, we are having massive technical difficulties with both Roll20 and Discord. So that's where we're going to end the episode off. So I hope you've enjoyed this shorter game than usual, but we can't help it when the Omnisire decides to punish us for collecting dirty Xeno equipment. We had it coming, but I hope you enjoyed, and look forward to seeing you next time. So take care, everyone, and as always, bye bye for now.